in 1956, Dartmouth Summer Research Project introduced AI concept, and only 10 attendees came. From 1966 to 1993, an AI winter happened. Funding for AI reduced as a consequence of decreased interest in artificial intelligence, which has started with DARPA frustrated with the speech understanding research program at Carnegie Mellon University. At the same year, a general report published known as Lighthill Report. As a result, United Kingdom largely decreased funding in AI, and 14 years later, Lisp machine market collapsed. From 1988 to 1993, Express System Industry burst, which was the main application of artificial intelligence at the time. From 1987 till present, resurgence of probability while focusing on uncertainty. There was general increase in statistical approaches, which caused the return of neural networks as an effect of accelerated computation capabilities. GPUs started to being used for backpropagation training, and resurgence of probability while focusing on uncertainty grew. Let's take a look at what AI is capable of right now. AI can play chess. AI can drive an unmanned vehicle safely. AI also can play table tennis. AI cannot prove a mathematical theorem. And AI cannot make a 1-hour conversation with a human in an intelligent way. But AI can translate English to Japanese in real time, which is fascinating. What are the goals of AI? First, knowledge representation and reasoning, which is mainly natural language processing. The applications we can see in natural language processing is the study of how to reason or compute with knowledge in order to decide what to do. Basically, we're trying to infer about data. Language processing technologies try to have speech technologies for web searches that you might have seen, for instance, in a Google search. In machine learning, we are trying to give the computer the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. In computer vision, goal of AI is to make the machine able to process the images the same way a human processes the images. Basically, we're trying to transmit the human intelligence and instinct to a machine. In automated planning and scheduling, we are trying to learn and develop a sequence of actions to solve a problem in an environment. Let's say how to make a coffee in the morning or how to get ready for school. And we know we need to transfer those plans to a machine, for instance, an unmanned vehicle. And mainly, and eventually, we're trying to get to artificial general intelligence, where it's developed to capable general intelligence action that a human being can perform and has opinions about different matters. This happens when a machine experiences consciousness, and there are different tests for that, such as Alan Turing's test. Along that line, John McCarthy says that the best hope for human-level AI is a logical AI, which is based on formalizing common sense knowledge and reasoning in mathematical logic. So what is AI? There are a lot of different definitions of AI, but the most general one is that the AI is the study of intelligent behavior achieved through computational means. When we say intelligent behavior, we mean human behavior. So basically, we have to deal with think rationally versus think like humans, or act rationally versus act like humans. Let's make an example. When we say think rationally, we're talking about logic reasoning. For instance, if it rains and a person does not have an umbrella, that person would get wet. But if the person is not wet, either it is not raining or the person has an umbrella. But if we want to think like human, we have to learn how the brain works. How do we feel? And pretty much we have to go through the cognitive science. When we talk about act rationally, we're talking about rational acting may not be always the result of rational thinking. Sometimes reflex may be acting rationally. You may have to act even though you cannot be sure it is rational. Sometimes in life, you may have to act even though you cannot be sure it is rational. So how we can say that an intelligent agent is intelligent? Well, there are different tests, and we already talked about Turing test. But I want to talk about a different test, which is coffee test, introduced by Steve Wozniak, an Apple co-founder. And the coffee test is a machine is required to enter an average American house to figure out how to make coffee. Find the coffee machine, find the coffee, water, mug, brew the coffee, and push proper buttons. Let's take a look at AI fields and applications. Natural language understanding, which we talked already about, is automatic speech recognition, text-to-speech synthesis, and dialogue systems. We use it pretty much in web searches and for language processing. In web searching, we have semantic web searching. Autonomous driving, we have seen already Uber, Tesla, and Waymo actually driving in the streets in our everyday life. For game playing, right now we have AI that can play chess, game of Go, and StarCraft. In decision making, we have Google Maps, and we have spam filtering. In vision, we can detect face, cars, and different objects in a picture. In robotics, we have Amazon warehouse, Boston Dynamic robots that can deliver different tools and different customs. Robotics, we have Amazon warehouse that can work on robots to deliver goods. And we have seen Boston Dynamic robot. In this slide, we talked about what is AI. We talked a little bit about history of AI. We looked at what is AI capable of right now, goals of AI, and finally we talked about AI applications in our everyday life. Thank you.